The question to becoming a millionaire. It's a title you may have never dreamed you could ever give yourself. What if you could? Imagine all the good you could accomplish in the world. Dream of the possibilities. Believe you can become one, and it could be simpler than you think. Of course, becoming a millionaire is not an absolute requirement for a happy life, but it does create a better lifestyle, if you can make it happen. And you can. As your wealth begins to grow, opportunities become available that probably wouldn't happen otherwise. You may stumble across a winning business venture that requires upfront capital. You may decide you want to relocate to another country. Or you might opt for a life of splendid isolation and go for early retirement. The point is, becoming a millionaire converts those possibilities to probabilities. We've got good news for you. You can become a millionaire, and it has nothing to do with your family's money or your education. It has everything to do with you. By making smart financial decisions and following a roadmap that includes a few key strategies, it's entirely possible to become a millionaire. Welcome to Great Big Minds, the place where you will find great inspiration and growth strategies for champions. Be sure to hit subscribe so you will never miss out on another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about 10 top financial tips to becoming a millionaire. If you follow these 10 principles, you'll be on your way to becoming a millionaire. Are you ready? Number 1. Set your goals and determine your strategies. How soon do you want to be millionaire? In 5 years? In 10 years? By retirement? Whatever your time frame, you need to have a written plan. Mapping out your road to millionaire status should include a carefully formed budget, as well as specific dollar amounts you're willing to contribute towards saving and investing. The more you'd like to save and invest, the more you'll need to rely on a budget that will manage and trim current expenses. Determine your money-making path too. If you're going the entrepreneur route, you'll need more than just a good idea. The most successful business owners have networking, financial and strategic skills earned through experience and education, or a mixture of both. You could also consider gaining an education that will result in a lucrative career. A master's degree in business administration could lead to a CEO position with $1 million compensation package. Keep in mind, however, that this doesn't automatically mean you'll earn $1 million. Number 2. Steer clear of debt. From cars to clothes to houses to jewelry, you can get a loan for pretty much anything nowadays. There's this idea floating around our culture that you should get what you want when you want it. Get it now, pay for it later, and pay more later. Debt is quicksand to your financial dreams. Every time you buy something on credit, you're digging a deeper hole for yourself. That money you're sending to lenders is money you could be putting toward your future. Avoid debt at all costs. And if you already have some, get rid of it as soon as possible. If you have a lot of debt, you may need to make paying it off the priority over savings and investments. It'll slow you down a bit, but it's a necessary first step. It's an integral part of lowering your overall cost of living. Number 3. Start investing early. In addition to steering clear of debt, investing early can help you become a millionaire. If you start putting away $300 a month beginning at age 25, you could reach millionaire status by age 60, and be sitting pretty on a $2 million nest egg come retirement at age 67. That's just $300 a month. If you waited until age 35 to start investing, you'd have to put away $800 a month to hit the $1 million mark by age 60. Let's look at it a different way. If you invested $300 a month for 40 years between age 25 to age 65, you could have $1.75 million. If you invested that $300 a month for 30 years instead between age 35 to age 65, you'd only have $651,400. You'd have to work an extra 10 years till age 70 to hit $1 million. And you'd have to work until age 75 to hit $1.75 million. Do you want to wait until you're 75 to become a millionaire? Me neither. So, start investing as much as you can and as soon as you can. Number 4. Get serious about your savings. It's a sad reality that most people have little or no savings at all. But even those who do save usually limit it to some comfortable percentage of their income, like 10%. You'll need to aim higher, 30%, 40%, 50%, or even more. This is the major reason for living well beneath your means. The more successful you are that strategy, the easier it will be to commit an outsized percentage of your income to savings. Let's say you and your spouse earn $100,000 per year. You pay about $20,000 in taxes, leaving you with $80,000. If you save 30% of your income, you'll be putting $30,000 into savings each year. That will still leave you with $50,000 to live on. It may take some effort with today's cost of living, but it is possible. A larger percentage should be allocated to savings with a higher income. If you earn $200,000 per year, with $150,000 after taxes, saving 50% would move $100,000 into savings. Like the couple in the previous example, you'll still have $50,000 to live on. If you can save $50,000 each year and invest it at 7%, you'll cross the $1 million threshold in just 13 years. Number 5. Increase your income to reach your millionaire goal faster. You don't need a six-figure salary to become a millionaire. However, if you're crunching the numbers and realize you still can't put away the recommended 10%, 20% or more, you do need to increase your income so you can. Increasing your income will also take some of the pressure away from living beneath your means. By increasing your income, you'll have more money to save and to live on. Think of it as making the ride more comfortable, as well as less time-consuming. How do you do that? You can get a job that pays more. You can take on a second job temporarily. Or you can get training to increase your skills, demand and earning potential. When you increase your skills and expertise, you can increase your salary. That may mean getting additional education, but the payoff is worth the effort. If you're worried about paying for it, apply for scholarships and grants. The money is out there. Just don't ever take out student loans. Number 6. Cut off unnecessary expenses. As you work toward becoming a millionaire, you also want to make sure your money is being spent with intention. So, sit down and evaluate your expenses regularly. Look at your budgets from previous months to see where money may be leaking or where you could cut expenses. That's money you could be investing and putting toward your 15%. Here are a few areas you can start evaluating on. Insurance. Can you bundle car and homeowners insurance? Can you get better rates? Look around and find out. Sit down with an independent agent who can show you areas where you can save. Cable and satellite. With the competition among streaming services like Hulu and Netflix, you can probably get the shows and stations you want without cable. Gifts. Don't give in to the cultural pressure to buy extravagant gifts for family or close friends. If you do, you're putting pressure on them to return the favor. Restaurants. For 1 month, eat every meal at home, even that coffee on the way to work. See what happens. I guarantee your budget will feel better in 30 days. Automatic renewals. Look at gym memberships, streaming music services, and magazine subscriptions. How many of those do you really use? Be honest. If your budget has been cut to the bone, and you still can't put away 15% of your gross income every month, don't get discouraged. There are other things you can do to cut expenses. You could downsize to another home with a smaller mortgage payment and cheaper utility bills. Or you could move to another part of town, or even to another city altogether where the cost of living is more affordable. Those options are a bit more extreme, But if you want to become a millionaire, they can help you get there. Point is to control your expenses. You don't dictate how much you're charged per watt of electricity, but you do control the thermostat. Number 7. Be patient and be relentless. It really is possible to become a millionaire in just a few years. But it will take at least a decade, and that's why you need to be patient. There will be times when you'll feel like you're just treading water. That's where patience will become a real virtue. The steps to becoming a millionaire run counter to most people's behavior, which means you'll see friends and family going places, doing things, and buying stuff. And if you focus on what they're doing, you could be in trouble financially. We live in a comparison culture. We buy stuff we don't need to impress people we don't even know. The people we know who have become millionaires didn't get there by playing the comparison game. They stayed focused on their own goals and didn't worry about what other people were thinking or doing. If there's a millionaire trade secret, is being relentless. Growing your wealth to $1 million or more should be anything but boring. You're not just marking time, you're implementing new strategies and carrying them through until you hit pay dirt. You'll need to be relentless to make that happen. Number 8. Put your plan on repeat. To become a millionaire, you need to let time and compound growth work. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. For you to achieve your big financial goals, you have to stay focused on small actions for decades. You have to stay out of debt. You have to keep investing. You have to avoid the "I deserve" trap. And you have to continue working with a pro, year after year after year. And guess what? You'll keep doing those things even after you hit that $1 million mark, because that's what money-smart people do. Number 9. Keep your investments basic. It's often believed that people become millionaires by making exotic investments. Nothing could be further from the truth. The typical self-made millionaire is more likely to be aggressive with his or her career, but much more conservative with their investment portfolio. Rather than searching for that elusive investment that will rocket you to millionaire status, keep your investments basic. Investing is one of the best examples of the slow and steady wins the race doctrine. Participating in your employer's retirement plan is a must. Stocks will need to form the basis of your portfolio. With returns averaging about 10% over the past 90 years, stocks should dominate your portfolio. Another option is real estate investment trusts, better known as REITs. Those are funds that invest in commercial real estate, including retail and office space, and large apartment complexes. Like stocks, it's another form of equity investment. You can better diversify your portfolio by holding both stocks and REITs. A small percentage should be held in fixed income investments, like bonds and certificates of deposit. They'll provide a measure of protection during market downturns. That's a pretty basic investment portfolio, but it's really all you need. The combination of large annual savings contributions, plus steady investment growth, will get you to millionaire status soon enough. Number 10. Surround yourself with people who can help. If you're married or planning to, you'll need to get your spouse on board with both the idea and executing the strategies. The journey from being broke, or close to it, to millionaire status is a long one with a lot of challenges. It's best not done alone. No one has greater influence to either help you cross the finish line or keep you from ever getting there than your spouse. There will be plenty of people obstacles on the path to becoming a millionaire. You and your spouse will need to be united in your effort. It'll take everything you both have together to resist the many outside influences that will take you in the opposite direction. At the same time, look for people who are similarly motivated to become millionaires and meet regularly. You can form something like a mastermind group to bounce ideas and support one another. Stephanie Burns, Forbes contributor and Chic CEO, describes a mastermind group as a group of smart people who meet weekly, monthly, daily, even if it makes sense, to tackle challenges and problems together. They lean on each other, give advice, share connections, and do business with each other when appropriate. It's very much peer-to-peer mentoring, regardless what age you are at. The strategies lined up in this video can be applied at any time in your life. Many of these methods are surprisingly simple and are easy to understand. Doing them, however, is another matter. Don't give up. As with all worthwhile pursuit, becoming a millionaire comes with the opportunities and pleasures that make it a lifetime goal worth pursuing. And you can do it in just a few years of dedicated effort. By making smart financial decisions and following a roadmap that includes a few key strategies, it's entirely possible to become a millionaire. Share with us in the comments section below. What drives you to become a millionaire? Here's our take, and that it is okay to pursue millionaire status. But don't do it for the fame. Pursue it for your family. Pursue it for your community. Pursue it for a purpose greater than yourself. And above all, here's one thing we hope you'll be doing when you finally get there, and that is enjoying your life as a millionaire. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss another video. Share and give us a thumbs up for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.